Rip City, Portland, Oregon, the site for the Jazz. A fluid 7-footer with deep range and sneaky bounce. Lowry Markkanen is locked in and ready to lead as they get ready for action at the Moda Center. Jazz, Blazers, it's the NBA on 2K Sports. Good to have you with us on a Sunday afternoon for basketball here on 2K Sports. Here alongside Tim Legler and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson with Ali LaForce joining us courtside. And with All-Star Weekend approaching, let's see what's going on in the West. You look at the Trailblazers, right now they're in 9th place. Definitely not the kind of success they envisioned at this point of the season. And of course there's Utah, back 3 games.
Checking out Portland, they've had some terrific moments this season. But where's the big leap upward that we've been waiting for?
Yeah, they're right where we thought they would be, and that's okay. Improvement rarely happens overnight.
The starters for Utah. Lowry Markkanen out there with Jusuf Nurkic. Then it's Sviatoslav Mikhailuk. Then it's Bailey. And it's George in at the point. And for the Trailblazers, inside we'll see Kamara and Klingon. Sharp at the 2 with Avdia playing the 3. And it's Holiday in at the 1. And midway through the season, is this the point in the schedule where players start to feel some fatigue set in?
Oh yeah, the adrenaline of the beginning of the year has worn off at this point. Everybody is feeling it. This is when you're counting on that preseason conditioning to get you through the rigors of a very long season.
Rest and recovery, most important thing this time of year.
No substitutes for those.
Now here's Holiday. Outside Kamara, Portland moving it around. Here's Sharp, and it's flushed down, a nice jam.
And this guy has some bounce. Always fun seeing Sharp hammer it home.
And thanks to AT&T for a great look at that dunk on their connected cam. And just about a minute into this first quarter, let's check in with our reporter, Ali LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Chauncey Billups. He told me when he was watching film of their opponent, what stood out was Lowry Markkanen's efficiency. Coach said Markkanen doesn't need high usage to be effective. He gets a lot of his points off of movement, and he brings versatility to this offense. Brian?
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Ali. Here's Mikhailuk. Checking his numbers, he's put up a little over 9 points a game. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And it's Utah with the ball. Markkanen, the pass to Bailey. George outside. Connects from downtown.
And there's a nice rhythm to his three-point shot. You know, George has a confident stroke.
Outside Kamara. Pass to Avdia. Outside Sharp. Fires for 3. It's rebounded by George. For Utah, they've gone 1 for 3 so far. Mikhailuk. Oh, and again, it's the Jazz from deep.
Yeah, every coach wants assisted buckets. Guys like George, they move the ball.
Holiday against George. Portland again missing. Utah's gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. Bailey, the pass to Mikhailuk. Now Markkanen. George feels it out a bit. Puts up a 3. Markkanen misses. And so it's Avdia with it. He brings it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Trailing by 2. Coming into this, having notched a win against San Antonio in their last game.
Yeah, you know, you'd have to think that this wasn't their most impressive win this season, but it still counts as a W.
Yeah, and there's a lot they can still learn from that game and improve upon.
Utah with the ball. Legs, when you look at the maturation of Denny Avdia, just how good you think he can be.
Well, Brian, he is living up to being a top 10 pick. He has an all-around game, and more than anything, it's the force that he plays with. He is proving to be a real difference maker.
Now here's Holiday. Back to Klingon. Pass to Sharp. Shot clock at 3. Utah grabs the miss.
He's giving his all, but you can't force yourself back on track.
Nice shot by George.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Outside Sharp. Over to the left wing. To the inside. That's good from Holiday on the assist by Avdia. Holiday's got 6. Utah leading. Pass to Nurkic. Here's Bailey, defended by Avdia. They get the rebound. Controls the rebound and the putback.
And on the glass, Nurkic makes it look easy, using his reach to snatch the ball and get a shot of his own.
Now here's Sharp. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish.
If this quarter is any indication, he's not going to be the guy to turn this game around in their favor.
George passes to Bailey. Here's Mikhailuk. Marking it outside. Just 5 on the clock. From outside, off the mark.
He is just struggling right now to find his way and trying to regain his confidence.
And the shot goes down.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the 3 ball.
Here's George. 6 points for him. Pass to Mikhailuk. Back to George. Here's Bailey. The 3. Sinks that one after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
A growing aspect of George's game. He's working to become a strong facilitator.
Outside Holiday. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer. He's got 9.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
And when you give up a 3, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
Here's Bailey. And Klingon pulls it down.
That's just unlucky. You don't mind him taking that shot at all.
Holiday passes to Avdia. Outside Kamara. This one for 3. The shot comes out. Utah has gone 4 of 8 from outside in this first quarter. And that one's good. Markkanen.
Shots like this help Markkanen get in rhythm. The D must be aware of his ability to catch and fire.
Blazers trail by 4. Outside Holiday. Fires the 3. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
Only 1 miss in his first 6 shots. He's definitely brought his A game.
And it's Utah with the ball. Last time they met in Salt Lake City.
Turnovers were the story of that game. It wasn't what I would call a disciplined performance.
For 3, George. And Klingon pulls it down. Klingon's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Sharp. And it's Portland scoring again.
And it looks like Sharp is fairly comfortable in the mid-range. Having dynamic shot-making ability would be a big plus for him.
Here's Bailey. Right now contributing around 10.5 points a game. Misses the 3.
He's stacking up the missed shots right now. He needs to find another part of his game that can help his team.
Holiday with the ball. He's got 12. 6 to shoot. The 3. Utah grabs the miss. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
It's just so difficult to win when you waste as many chances at the line as they did.
So that's why they're called free throws. And it seemed like with each miss, their confidence took a hit. It's just too hard to overcome that.
Oh, the big man, Nurkic, from super close range.
And so Holiday will bring it up for the Trailblazers. They trail by 1. Pass to Sharp. He's got it. 3 for 7 now.
Yeah, not afraid to finish at the rim. Sharp, just relentless.
For Utah, they've gone 7 of 16 so far. And a contract extension for Blazers head coach Chauncey Billups after last season, Tim.
Well, 6 months after he became a Hall of Famer, what a run for him, and he is somebody you root for, a quality person and a basketball lifer.
Here's Clingan. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
First, Clingan screens the defender out of the play and then capitalizes.
Jazz trail by 3. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Checked in for Portland. Sissoko comes in for Drew Holiday. Then for Utah, Sensabaugh is checked in for Bailey. And it's Collier in for Mikhailuk. George against Sharp. George outside. Pass to Sensabaugh. Nice D from Avdia.
Well, that is a nice challenge at the rim. Really altered that shot.
And Grant gets it to go.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Now George. 6 points for him. Markkanen outside. Back to George. Fires the 3. And the three-pointer goes. George has got 9.
Yeah, moving the ball with a purpose. Lowry Markkanen. Nice pass.
Portland leading. Outside Sharp. There's a screen. Shot is up. It's hauled in by Sensabaugh.
When you're not at your best, it is great to have teammates who will pick up the slack.
Utah moving the ball around. Markkanen from long range. Gets it to go. His second make in 6 tries.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
1:58 left to play in the first. Outside Sharp. Pass to Grant. The 3 is up. It's hauled in by Sensabaugh.
Defense dodged a bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Here's Collier. Now here's Markkanen. He's covered by Grant. Now Nurkic. Shot clock at 6. Here's Sensabaugh. Off target with the 3. Sharp. Markkanen against Grant. Pass to Sissoko. And here's Sharp. That one goes. Count it. Give him 8 points now. Well, plenty of give and take so far.
There's 6 lead changes already, and both teams came to play. Not the tallest center in the league, he more than makes up for it with those crazy hops.
Portland trailing here. Now here's Klingon. On the wing, Grant. Outside Sharp. Klingon with a screen. And here's Grant from the arc. Rebounded by the Jazz. George outside. Pass to Markkanen. Back to George. There's the three. The shot misses. The Trailblazers shooting 55%. An ideal start so far. Grant, the pass to Sharp. Back to Grant. With 1 on the clock. And it's in! Oh! Nails the buzzer beater! Are you kidding?
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
Takes an incredible amount of focus and concentration. That's making the most of the possession.
And so it's Drew Holiday making things happen for Portland. He made a big impact, scoring 12 points in the quarter. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Trailblazers.
They've been really going at the defense in the painted area, and so far the opposition really hasn't had an answer for them.
Well, the defense has been conceding the mid-range shot, and they've taken advantage of that, and as a result, they found a lot of success.
So the Jazz 5 right now. We've got Kevin Love. Kyle Filipowski is out there with Collier. And it's Sensabaugh in at the 2. There's a screen by Love. And here's Grant from the arc. Utah with the rebound.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Tim, when you think of versatile utility forwards in this league, Jeremy Grant fits the mold.
Well, he came into the league as just a hustle player, Brian, but then he worked to enhance his skill level. He has been a quality player on both ends for over a decade.
And so Grant will bring it up for Portland. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. And it's good for 2.
Well, that was fluid by Grant and a lot of power behind it as well.
Jazz trail by 3. Here's Collier. No points so far. And it's Filipowski. That time on the assist from Collier. Collier's got 3 assists now in this one. And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter. Here's the pick. Outside Love. Four on the clock. Fires from deep. That shot missing. Utah has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Pass to Love. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. The Trailblazers have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter.
Well, he is an excellent athlete. Grant is always a threat in transition.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Here's Hendricks. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
And that's the shot they were looking for, right under the hoop.
The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. And so timeout called by Chauncey Billups here. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here.
Let's get crazy for our Trailblazers stat team. Here they come, fans.
He's checked in for Murray. Avdia comes in for Sissoko. And Holiday subbed in for Love. Then for Utah, Markkanen's checked in for Love. Bailey comes in for Hendricks. And Mikhailuk subbed in for Sensabaugh. And here's Holiday. 12 points for him. Beyond the arc. Rebounded by Mikhailuk. Utah trailing here. Pass to Collier. Throws it up high. Ooh, the deft touch on the lob. Well, it's certainly been a roller coaster ride.
You do me one, I'll do you one better. It feels like we have a lead change every few possessions.
Portland has gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. Out to the right wing. Three-pointer, Holiday. The rebound by Filipowski.
Started out strong from three-point land. Hit 2 in the first quarter, but he's gone dry since.
Markkanen, the pass to Filipowski. Filipowski sets a screen. For 3, Collier. Portland with a rebound.
Defensively, you pick your poison. That time, they gambled off the right guy.
Holiday passes to Graham. Puts it up. Portland, no good that time either. For Utah, they've gone 3 for 7 here in the second quarter. Shot's good by Collier.
Well, to stop him, you have to get better rim protection than that.
Blazers trail by 3. Now here's Holiday, giving them some good production, putting up just around 16.5 points a game. And last season, the Jazz with the worst record in franchise history.
You're losing with a plan, though. Utah, such a smart organization. If you're going to tear it down to the studs, do it in a good draft year.
Here's Bailey, 6 to shoot, gets it to go. His second make in 6 tries.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
Outside Holiday. Can they get it? Portland, no good that time either. Jazz leading by 5. From outside the arc, hits a three-pointer. Mikhailuk's got 6.
They're locked in and focused on making each possession a success.
It's really a team effort out there right now, which is great to see. No one wants to be the weak link.
And so timeout called by Chauncey Billups here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
Time to get loud for your Blazer Dance.
He's checked in for Reed. Nurkic is checked in for Utah. And now let's see who the best rookie rebounders have been during the last 10 games. Donovan Clingan is second.
The coaching staff has to be happy with how determined he's looked lately. No letting anybody come between him and the boards out there.
So it's Portland now. 8-point game. Pass to Holiday. To in the cold spell. The rebound by the Jazz. Haley's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Collier. 8 points in his last time out. Jacks up a 3. It's not going to go for him. Ooh, good work defensively by Holiday. Markkanen against Avdia. Outside Kamara. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Graham. Rebounded by the Jazz. Look, Luke's got 4 rebounds in the game. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. All defensive guard Drew Holiday talked about guarding some of the younger players coming into the league, and he said the game has changed significantly. They morphed with it. They're quick, athletic, and they all play the game a lot differently than when I came into the league. Back over to you, Brian.
A new day. Allie, thank you. Now here's Grant. Give him 8. Got a hand on it.
And this is crucial for Markkanen's overall development, that he ups his defense and looks to block some shots.
Shot by Nurkic, no good.
He was bothered just enough to miss that shot. That's good work by the defense.
Avdia, screen on Nurkic. Outside Holiday. Pass to Graham. Shot to stop the run. Here's Clingan. And he dunks it down.
And as a rebounder, Clingan is probably more advanced at the offensive end at this point.
And to look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for Utah.
Well, you got to be impressed with how selfless they've been so far. Their passing has been simply outstanding.
And clearly they have been using the three-point line to their advantage, looking for that shot early and often.
Sharp, he's checked in for Grant. Well, most NBA teams run their offense through their star player. But, Grant, that can leave a team vulnerable when that player has an off night.
You know, in a strange way, it's almost better if your star is out of the game. I know that sounds weird, but those complementary players get increased opportunities and are emboldened to do more.
And so Holiday will bring it up for the Trailblazers. Sharp with it. Give him 8 points now. Clingan with a screen. 3-pointer Holiday. Rebounded by Nurkic.
Well, I love the confidence. Keep shooting it. Eventually, he's got to start making some, right?
Holiday against George. Markkanen from long range. Avdia pulls it in. Avdia's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Down low. Here's Clingan. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup. Clingan's got 7 points.
At 7'2", Clingan is very comfortable in the paint, and he can just own that area.
And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over.
Along with your Blazers, breaker dance through.
moment here to see the numbers for Donovan Clingan.
Effective field goal percentage is a great way to measure his performance over the previous 10 games. It's been much improved, a sign that his game has been evolving.
Jazz leading by 3. Pass to Mikhailuk. Utah moving the ball around. Markkanen outside. Markkanen using his size inside.
Being Markkanen is 7 feet tall, he's absolutely an inside threat. I just love watching him capitalize from this area.
And the Trailblazers shooting around 44%. Not bad. Well, Lauri Markkanen comes from a family full of athletes, Grant.
Oh, yes, indeed, B.A. Lauri's mom and dad were both pro basketball players, and so was one of his brothers. And his other brother is a professional soccer player, so it definitely runs in the family. And you see right there the practice time Sharp's put in. Sound shooting mechanics for a guy who hasn't played a lot of games in his career.
Now here's Markkanen. 35 points for him last game against Golden State.
And don't forget about his work on the boards. He was doing the dirty work as well.
Here's Holiday, trailing by 2. Pass to Sharp. The shot is good, and this game is back to even. Sharp's got 13 now.
It's so difficult to defend. Sharp has 3-level scoring ability, and he is prolific.
Boy, you love how guys are making plays for one another here.
Yeah, just a balanced attack, a total team effort.
Markkanen for 3. Ooh, Markkanen, confident from long range.
He's picking up right where he left off from beyond the arc this quarter.
Back to Holiday. Clock at 6. Utah with the rebound.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
And with each miss, you can feel him pressing just a little bit more.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Blazers trail by 5. Now Holiday. 12 points for him. Pass to Avdia. Hit Sharp on the wing. Clingan with a screen. Back to Avdia. Lets the 3 fly. Rebounded by Mikhailuk. Mikhailuk's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's George. And count it. Now 5 for 7.
Just a gutsy play by George inside, finding the close-range look.
.110 left in the second period. Pass to Clingan. Here's Sharp. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. Jazz leading by 7. 52 seconds left to play in the second quarter. And the basket is good. Mikhailuk's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
There's 47 seconds left in the first half of this one. Outside Sharp. Outside Kamara. They need this. Here's Clingan. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Clingan's got 9.
Yeah, everybody will remember the bucket, but how about that pass to set it up?
35 seconds left in the second period. Pass to Mikhailuk. Let's go with a 3. Portland grabs the miss. Clingan's got a rebound, number 8 here already in the game. To the paint. Here's Sharp. It's guarded by Markkanen. And stolen by Markkanen. Here's Bailey. Rips down the breakaway slam.
And that was just moving the ball quickly. And he's rewarded at the end with a high percentage run.
And they are showing you why it's so important to get off the floor before the defense can set themselves.
And so it's Utah closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. Looking to run whenever they can. That's part of why they lead. Back to the game after this break.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll, please. They're thinking about the shot. Give it up for our participants.
Come one, come all. The 2K halftime is here, and so's our breakdown of the upcoming schedule. Let's check it out. When you're on one of these teams looking ahead, what's your plan?
Win them all. That's what happened when I played.
Yeah, you know, Ernie. Shaq was the only and the first undefeated basketball player in the history of NBA. He never lost one game. Come on, man, give me a break.
Yeah, big fella, that doesn't sound quite right. You might want to go back and check some of those stats, Scott. All right, looking back now at that first half, a bit of a hill to climb for the Trailblazers.
You're not going to win many games shooting under 30% from three. If they want to climb back into it, they've got to focus on getting easier looks there, Ernie.
Not everybody can be like the Jet, though, who shot a career 40% from behind the line.
39.9%. That half year in Atlanta killed it, Ernie.
I would agree with that.
That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. Jaden Sharp really making a difference here.
Yeah, he played such a smart first half, maximizing his opportunities offensively.
And what more can you ask of him? That is helping out your team.
And it's Utah with the ball. All right, Legs, you look at the leap the Blazers have taken. What's the biggest factor?
I think it's the fact they've added a lot of defense to their front court, which has really set the tone for their team. And it's an identity they're going to continue to build on.
Talent on the floor and stability in the head coaching position.
Key factors, for sure.
Sharp at the 2 with Avdia playing the 3. Inside, we'll see Kamara and Klingon, and it's Holiday in at the point. That's the group starting the second half for Chauncey Billups. Back to Klingon. Shot clock at 6. For 3. The rebound by Markkanen.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there, and of course that one was just crazy.
Inside. Markkanen using his size inside.
Yeah, Markkanen is in rhythm, providing a major lift to this offense.
Here's Sharp. And for those tuning in, we're about a minute into this second half. Up top, Kamara. Outside, Holiday. Klingon with a screen. With a 9-footer. And the basket by Holiday. Holiday's got 14.
Yeah, in the paint, Holiday's agility makes him tough to contain. He just needs a little space to go to work.
Pass to Bailey. Markkanen outside. That three's off the mark. Blazers trail by 9. The finish! Whoa! Wow!
That's an athletic play by Sharp, putting in the sweat to beat the other guys back on the fast break.
A terrific view of that move captured on the connected cam, thanks to AT&T. And so it's George with it. He brings it up for the Utah Jazz. He's got 14. Nurkic inside. Klingen's there. Nurkic's shot is good.
Third quarter off to a great start offensively. That's 3 of their first 4 they've made.
Pass to Klingen. To the left wing. Holiday from long range. The rebound by the Jazz. Nurkic has got 4 rebounds now. Bailey, the pass to George. Nurkic, a screen on Holiday. To the middle. And it's out of bounds. Still Utah's ball.
Wow, great size and better positioning made that block possible from Klingen.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Blazers trail by 9. Pass to Sharp. It's rebounded by George. The Jazz have gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. And the basket by Mikhailuk.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
And they are just breaking the will of their opponent.
Here's Holiday. 14 points for him. Klingen up top. Pass to Sharp. He's got it. His 9th make out of 15 tries.
And his athleticism is big for Sharp in the post. And he can finish with either hand as well. So he'll get a lot of points down low there in his career.
Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. And the basket by Mikhailuk. Mikhailuk's got 4 points now in the quarter.
His efficiency throughout this game has really been something, and his team has been able to succeed in large part because of it.
So it's Portland now. They trail by 11. High post Klingen. Pass to Sharp. Now Avdia. Shoots over Bailey. Avdia, good.
And the shot selection has been great, but the volume isn't where it needs to be.
George passes to Nurkic. Rejected by Klingen. Holiday passes to Avdia. Here's Kamara. No good from outside.
He created the opening. He got the angle. Unfortunately, that miss was just on him.
Rejected by Klingen. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Klingen. And it's time to take another look at that powerful block.
Yeah, obviously he had the shot well anticipated, able to shut it down with authority.
And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust.
It's time to get down with your mascot. Let's move.
the 2K leaderboard now gives us a look at the shooting percentage leaders from this past month. 5th, Donovan Clingan.
One of the hottest players in the league. He's been really sharp from the field recently.
Pass to Mikhailuk. Marketed from long range. Utah with another miss. And so it's Avdia with it. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. Holiday taking his time here. The three-pointer off the mark.
Well, he made a couple of shots early, but since the half, he just can't seem to find his rhythm.
Grant, when it comes to pure shot-making ability, scouts love Ace Bailey's natural tools.
Yeah, when he's taking good shots, he can carry the offense. He needs to get a little stronger and clean up a few things, but his upside as a scorer is tremendous.
Pass to Avdia. Launches a three, and there's Holiday. That's good. On the assist by Avdia. Holiday's got 17 points. Utah leading by 8. Here's Mikhailuk. And he lobs it up. Out of bounds. It'll be Portland's ball.
Well, that is the definition of an unforced error. Very unfortunate. And the coach is going to have something to say about that.
Portland has gone just 1 of 5 from three-point range here in the third quarter. Outside Kamara. Pass to Clingan. Outside Sharp. 6 on the shot clock. From the line. It's Avdia on the wing. Another three for Portland.
He's an absolute beast to deal with for the defense. Sometimes he can even leave you feeling helpless.
The Jazz have gone 6 of 13 to open up this second half. Here's Mikhailuk. Marketed from long range. Knocks down the triple. Markkanen's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, that's his first 3 of the half, and now he's got 4 made threes on the night.
Outside Kamara. A shot, no good. Ooh, nice D from George. From behind the arc. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Kamara's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Sharp on the take.
The burst. Man, Sharp can go from 0 to 100 in the blink of an eye.
Jazz leading by 6. Pass to Mikhailuk. Utah moving the ball around. And here's Bailey for 3. And Clingan pulls it down. Clingan's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Now Sharp. The 3 is up. Rebounded by Bailey.
Well, he was able to sink a triple back in the first half, but he has yet to connect here after the break.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, a big win here or there can really sustain a rebuilding team, and Utah coach Will Hardy said the results matter in order to keep belief in your process. Seeing the work pay off. The building of a team doesn't happen in one day. The players are staying with it, and they deserve all of the credit for that. Back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks for the report. George with the bucket.
That's a great look. His teammate was on the move, but he put it right where it needed to be.
And so timeout called by Chauncey Billups here. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. He's checked in for Portland. And a switch here also for Utah. Filipowski's checked in.
Dance team, show some love, fans.
Blazers trail by 8. Outside Sharp. Pass to Kamara. Grant outside. Lets it fly. Rebounded by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Bailey. Launches it. Fires in the triple. And now an 11-point Jazz lead.
Well, those are the ones you're happy to get every trip down the floor if you can.
And you look for bright spots in this developing core for Utah, Grant. What stands out?
Well, I think it's the front court, B.A. You have 2 gifted scoring forwards in Markkanen and Bailey. Then you've got Walker Kessler, an elite shot blocker, manning the middle.
George passes to Nurkic. Off the mark there with a 3. And it's Holiday with the ball for the Portland Trailblazers. Grant against George. And Grant gets it to go. Grant's got 10 points in the game.
That's a tough combination of strength and balance there by Grant. He was able to fight through that contact and finish.
To the inside. Here's Nurkic. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. George has got 8 assists in the game.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
On the wing, Grant. Here's Holiday. Rebounded by Nurkic. Nurkic has got rebound number 7 tonight. George against Holiday. Out of bounds. It'll be Portland's ball. For the Trailblazers, Reith, he's checked in for Klingon. Murray comes in for Kamara. And it's Sissoko in for Drew Holiday. Then for Utah, Shibwe's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Sensabaugh comes in for Bailey. And it's Collier in for Mikhailuk. Grant outside.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
And he drops in the layup off the glass. He's got 12.
Yeah, he's mostly a 3-and-D guy, but Grant's showing you he can also score in the paint.
.151 left in the third. Here's Collier. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. They set the pick. Lets it go from deep. Portland grabs the miss. Grant's got 6 rebounds here tonight. It's Sharp on the wing. Back to Grant. 1:21 left in the third. Basket counts. Grant's got 6 points in the quarter.
And the defense just has no answers for him right now. With each made basket, the more his confidence continues to grow.
Utah leading by 7. And here's George. He's got 15. Pass to Collier. 5 on the clock. Top of the key. The rebound by Murray. And Portland's shooting 45% here in the second half. Grant the pass to Sissoko. Portland moving it around. Here's Reith. And here's Grant from the arc. Again the miss by Grant. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. George outside. Pass to Sensabaugh. It's tipped. On the wing, Murray hasn't gotten one to fall yet.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
Portland shooting their second and third shots at the line here.
At the line for Portland, Murray. 2 shots.
free throw drops from Murray. Both teams deciding to change it up. And Murray drops them both. "18 feet out. Count it."
Some sick ball skills displayed right there. And he's not the guy you expect to pull that off.
And so it's Utah closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. Just pounding the painted area. That's helped him build an advantage. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. Fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Blazers trail by 7. So the Utah 5 right now. We've got Lauri Markkanen. He's out there with Filipowski. And it's Collier in at the 1. And Grant gets it to go.
Hey, Grant has really improved that area of his game over the years. He's now a guy who has confidence in that jump shot.
Here's Collier. Markkanen outside, takes the 3, and it's Reith with the rebound.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Jazz leading by 5. Here's Collier, kicks it out to Markkanen. Pass to Hendricks, there's the triple. Portland with a rebound. 60 ticks off the clock here in the 4th. And there's the screen. Here's Sissoko. Murray deciding where to go with it. Optia from outside. Knocks down the long J.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Yeah, when you're coming down the stretch, you don't want any wasted possession.
Markkanen against Grant. Pass to Collier. Shoots. It's good from the top of the key. And the Jazz lead by 4.
Yeah, great feed there by Markkanen. That's something this team wants more from Lauri.
And so it's Avdia with it. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. A great fourth quarter. Just giving up 2 points. Murray finds Grant. Ball stolen. To the wing on the left. Oh, and Markkanen finishes.
The big man from Finland, Lauri, getting up.
Portland has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Here's Grant. Oh, Grant throws it down.
He's undersized for a 4, but his hops level the playing field.
Utah leading by 4. Pass to Hendricks. 4-3. The rebound by Sissoko.
And they're winning this game despite his difficulties at the offensive end.
Avdia passes to Grant. From the arc. Rebounded by the Jazz. Here's Hendricks. Here's Collier. Drops in the layup for 2. Collier's got 4 points this quarter.
As cold as he was in the first half, he's done a great job regrouping and turning things around after the break.
Just about 3 minutes through the fourth and final quarter here. Avdia passes to Grant. Murray from outside. The rebound by the Jazz. Sensabaugh's got 5 rebounds in the game. Markkanen outside. From deep. The rebound by Sissoko.
Oh, he is off from deep. Maybe it's time to look for another option.
Avdia right side. On the wing, Grant. It's guarded by Markkanen. Just 5 on the clock. Baseline try. Portland again missing. Jazz leading by 6. Here's Sensabaugh. Pass to Markkanen. Here's Sensabaugh. Here's Collier. Here's the 3. Sensabaugh, no good.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
If he can just make a couple of buckets, though, this can all be put in his rearview mirror.
Zero rim protection. Unforgivable in a tight ball game like this.
Well, I'm surprised because he's a guy you have to key on for something like that. You can't let him get one that easy.
The Jazz have gotten 3 of 8 shot attempts to find the net here in the 4th quarter. And we've got a timeout called by Will Hardy. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error.
Get ready to dance like everybody wants to. Let's see. Keep on dancing. Nice try. It's all good.
He's checked in for Reith. Kamara comes in for Grant. Sharp, he's checked in for Sissoko. And Drew Holiday is subbed in for Murray. And a new group getting ready for Utah. Nurkic is checked in for Filipowski. Bailey comes in for Hendricks. Mikhailuk's checked in for Sensabaugh. And it's Keontae George in for Collier. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Will Hardy said to the team. He told them, no time to celebrate. The work is not finished. We've got to stick with it and keep growing what we've got here. Words of wisdom for his squad. Back to you.
As always, Allie, we thank you.
That's his first from distance this half, which gives him 3 for the night.
Sharp finds Holiday. Back to Sharp. Takes a 3. Counted from distance. Sharp's got 9 points here in the second half.
1 this half, 2 for the game. Stay active from beyond the arc.
Now the Blazers on the move. Here's Avdia. Another one falls for Portland.
Seeing that play develop ahead of time. Hits his man in stride.
Markkanen outside. Back to George. Markkanen outside. Offline with a 3.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Pass to Holiday. Now Klingon. Portland moving it around. Here's Kamara. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Here's Bailey. To the paint. Here's Markkanen. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Markkanen's got 4 this quarter.
And offensively, Markkanen is in the zone. He's using his size well, and the defense hasn't had an answer.
Off the outside. Inside. It's rebounded by George. George has got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Mikhailuk. Defended by Avdia. And Nurkic throws it down.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Yeah, I mean, when you're fighting back, you cannot give up plays like that.
Now here's Holiday. Outside Sharp. There's a screen by Kamara. Sharp, no good. Jazz leading by 6. Fast break, here we go. He's got it going on. Now 7 for 10.
Looks like they're gaining some confidence here in crunch time.
And they've got a lot of momentum right now, trying to close this thing out.
The Trailblazers have gotten 6 of their 13 shots to go. Holiday finds Sharp. Banked it in off the glass. Sharp's got 11 in the second half.
Showing off some playmaking abilities with the pick and roll. I know Coach likes seeing this from Sharp.
George with it. Pass to Mikhailuk. Markkanen left side. Launches a 3. And Klingon pulls it down. Klingon's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. And here's Sharp. And yep, it's good. Now just a 4-point Jazz lead. And so it's George with it. He brings it up for the Jazz. They've led by as many as 11. Markkanen outside. Six to shoot. Utah needs to get off a shot here. Here's Mikhailuk. No good on the 3.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Holiday from long range. He's Klingon. And that one's good. Nice job on the glass as they picked up 2 on the second effort.
I love it. When Klingon starts throwing that weight around, he'll knock you out of position.
From the baseline, George's shot is off.
He got the space he wanted for his mid-range. He just wasn't able to convert.
Down low. Outside Sharp. Back to Klingon. And he hits it to tie the game. Klingon's got 4 points now in the quarter.
More points coming from inside. In that respect, they've been the more aggressive team.
And it's the Trailblazers on the break. And yes, sir, it's the wide open James.
And he's carried them this quarter, a dominant offensive stretch.
Utah shooting 41% here in the fourth. And so Will Hardy calls for the timeout. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here.
It's that time. We need you to make some noise for your Trailblazers stunt team.
George. There's a screen by Nurkic. No good! Had a chance to end the run there.
Well, he was shooting the ball from deep in the first half, but he's come up dry ever since. Using all of that size to create leverage and rip down that board.
Markkanen with a screen on Holiday. Ooh, the shot misses. Trailblazers lead by 3. Outside Sharp.
2 minutes in the game.
Shot clock at 6. Rebounded by Markkanen.
And he can't let that get to him. He should have made it, but he's got to focus on the next one.
Outside George. And the 3 misses. And so it's Avdia with it. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. It's a 3-point game. Sharp got a piece of it. Now Avdia. Outside Holiday. Floats one up. And another shot. Gets it to go.
What an important hoop for Klingen.
And here's Markkanen.
With his 7-foot frame, Markkanen is a clear option late.
Outside Sharp. It's stolen. And here's the fast break. Oh, the slam! Off a fantastic lead pass. What a play!
Wow, that takes steady nerves right there.
Completely unfazed by what's at stake. That's just clutch.
Sharp. Oh, an answer slam!
Yeah, fearless play by Sharp in clutch time. He wants us to know he's ready to shine in these challenging moments.
And the Jazz with possession here. And so Will Hardy calls for the timeout. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here.
showing poise, draining the big-time shot.
And that's an intentional foul. And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, just trying to keep this game alive. Not a bad foul right there.
Second team foul. At the line for the Trailblazers, Drew Holiday. Touchdown.
Good on the first, and that'll put him up 2. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
Big time conversion there, puts them up 3.
Markkanen looking it over. Bailey. He's off from 3. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible. And no good as the first free throw misses. We'll see if he can hit the second. And he's able to hit the second one, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. George fires. So a close game sees Portland taking this one. I'm sure they would have preferred a blowout victory, but a win's a win.
And so true, but you have to credit the crowd for giving them such a big boost toward the end. They really kept this team's energy high.
And now wrap it up, folks. For reporter Ali Laporte and Tim Legler and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for joining us. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, Shaedon Sharpe.